Did you know that when a person dies, their brain doesn't switch off instantly? In fact, research shows that the human brain can stay active and possibly conscious for up to 30 full seconds after the heart stops beating. This discovery shocked doctors, neuroscientists, and philosophers around the world. Today, we're diving deep into one of the strangest scientific mysteries of the human mind. What exactly happens inside your brain in the final moments of life? What do you see, feel, or remember? And does consciousness truly end when your body does? Let's uncover the truth. Death isn't a single moment, it's a process. When the heart stops, blood flow drops to zero. Oxygen disappears within seconds. Most organs begin shutting down almost immediately, but the brain is different. Even without oxygen, brain cells don't die right away. In fact, some neurons remain alive for minutes, desperately firing their last signals. This creates a strange window between life and death, a gray zone where the brain is active, yet the body is clinically gone. Doctors call this moment the post-mortem consciousness phase. And this is where things get bizarre. In several studies, including a landmark 2013 experiment, scientists recorded a sudden burst of gamma brain waves right after the heart stopped. Gamma waves are the highest frequency waves the brain produces. They usually appear during intense focus, problem solving, meditation, deep memory recall, and complex thought. In simple terms, gamma waves equals awareness. So why does a dying brain suddenly become hyperactive? Some researchers describe this final surge as a supercharged state of consciousness, a last burst of mental clarity as the brain tries to make sense of the shutdown. Others believe this could be the biological explanation behind the famous life flashing before your eyes experience. Across cultures and across history, people who survived near-death experiences report the same thing. I saw my entire life in seconds. This includes childhood memories, faces of family members, important moments, regrets, achievements, and sometimes events long forgotten. Neuroscientists believe the gamma surge unlocks old memories all at once, like a massive data dump from every corner of the brain. But here's the strange part. Some patients recall memories they couldn't possibly have remembered, things they experienced as infants, or events they had no conscious recollection of. This raises an even deeper question. Is the brain accessing stored memories or something beyond? One of the most common reports from near-death survivors is the feeling of floating outside their body. Many say they watch doctors work on them from above. These aren't isolated stories. Thousands of documented cases from hospitals describe similar experiences. Scientists have theories. Maybe the brain is trying to simulate its surroundings. Maybe sensory systems are firing randomly. Or maybe it's simply a dreamlike hallucination. But some cases are harder to explain. People have reported details they shouldn't have known. Tools used in surgery, conversations between doctors, or objects they couldn't see from their physical position. This fuels the debate. Is consciousness produced by the brain? Or does it exist independently? And after the gamma surge, the brain slowly collapses. Neurons lose electrical charge. Synapses disconnect. The brain enters a state similar to deep sleep, but without the possibility of waking up. Finally, electrical activity flattens out. This is the true biological end of consciousness, at least according to science. But even here, the story doesn't end. Some studies show tiny sparks of activity, neural flickers, happening even minutes later. Not enough to be conscious, but enough to suggest the brain doesn't go quietly. There are even reports of people coming back to life after long periods of no heartbeat, with vivid memories of what they saw after death. This mystery forces us to ask uncomfortable questions. What is consciousness? Why does the dying brain become more active? Is the final surge a survival mechanism, or a doorway to something unknown? We may not have all the answers, but one thing is certain. Your brain's final 30 seconds might be the most powerful moments you will ever experience. Science reveals the mechanics. Human stories reveal the mystery. But together, they paint a picture of a mind far more complex and far more resilient than we ever imagined. If you want more mind-blowing facts, strange science, and hidden mysteries, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next episode.